Hi guys, it is Elisa here, or the Diamond Stitcher as I go by on YouTube and Instagram. Hello, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time you are watching this video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you are new to my channel, first off, welcome. I'm happy you found me and I hope you would consider subscribing and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. I say it all the time, but it really does mean a lot to me that you guys are here. You check in messages as well. If you don't hear from me, make sure I'm doing okay. You like the videos, comment, share tips, tricks, and all the things. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Now, I am filming this on Tuesday afternoon. I believe it's February 6th. I can't quite remember. Funny story on that. But yeah, I'm here. This week, I guess when this video goes up, the week would have passed. But so last week, I had a really tough go. I had 2 medical procedures the week before, and they really took a lot out of me, and I really struggled over the weekend. So I decided last week was going to be a rest week. I only had one video. I hope that was enough to keep you entertained. I also did post some new to me content creators that I found over the last few weeks over on YouTube and shared those with you guys. So if you miss my content, at least you have something to watch, right? I know as a new person in the community, it's always very hard to get going, and a lot of kind of groups out there really cut down or you know, stamp down on self-promotion, but I think it can be, promotion of any kind can be done in a respectful way, and when done so respectfully, I welcome it. Anyway, purpose of this video is I have my first ever month in review. Now I know we're already in February and January's over and everybody else has already done their month in reviews, but you guys, this is a special one. This is my first ever month in review video because it's the first time in probably 2 years, maybe even longer than that actually, that I have been able to crank out more than one diamond painting in a month. I don't know how I did it with all of the struggles that I continue to have. If you've been around through January, you know that was a struggle for me too, but I just had a few whips on the go at the same time, and I just alternated, you know, every other day, or sometimes I would work on one in the morning and work on the other one in the afternoon. I did that a lot with the 2 diamond paintings I will show you here in a bit. And it just breaks up my day. I used to be a one whip only person, which means I work on one project until it's completely finished and then I pick another one. But because of my health struggles, and I was finding that there was a period where my dominant hand was very weak, and I found working with squares a lot more difficult, but I love squares. So what I started doing was I would kit up one square and one round kit, have them going at the same time. So when I had a good day, I worked on my square. When I had a bad day, I had the round kit to work on. So if you are somebody who struggles with a disability or chronic pain, especially in your arms or maybe even your back or your neck, try alternating your whips. Have a square and a round going at the same time. I personally did find that it did make all the difference, and it just brought my joy for diamond painting back, because diamond painting brightens up my day, to be honest. Some of my days are pretty darn dark if it wasn't for this craft. So when I went through a period where I couldn't diamond paint as much, I tell you, my mood was quite low. I was definitely feeling quite depressed. So I decided to change my ways and stop being stubborn and introduce more than one whip. So for this month, I started with 2, then I added a third one, and then Diamond Art Club came out with this little guy. So we'll talk about this guy first. This was one of their debut kits for their new Little Diamonds collection. It's a collection of mostly licensed art like this of TV characters or TV shows. This one is specifically Looney Tunes. There were the Flintstones as well. I'm trying to think of all the ones that came out. There were some Harry Potter ones. We've had the Looney Tunes ones. There were also Flintstones ones and Charlie Brown ones. Or Peanuts, I believe, is what the licensing or the artist was called for those ones. But anyway, there was a whole variety, and this was one of my sneak peeks. I actually got her pretty quickly, so I had her about a week or 2 before my sneak peek was due. So I quickly filmed my sneak peek, and then I wanted to work on it and see if I could finish it before it released, and I managed to do that. I think I finished like exactly 1 day before. Now, please do not judge my lines and don't judge this, because I did this one just for fun. I was in a pain crisis and I just needed something easy. I could use a multi-placer color block not have to worry about anything. So in this one, I was not careful. I just did this for therapeutic benefit. So my lines, as you can see a lot of line breaks in there. The one thing that I learned from working on this kit, this is, again, a diamond. All of these, no, 3 of these are Diamond Art Club. 1 is a Mooney made, but with this round kit, I tried using my Diamond Art Club multi-placers. I have the 12, which I believe is the highest length that they have right now, and also an 8 and a 6. And I found I had better results with the 6 and the 8 than I did with the 12. I know some people picked up on it. They said, why did one side of your canvas look better than the other? Because one side I used mostly 6 and 8, and the other side I used 12. I found the 12, it didn't line up all the way, so I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like in this corner down here, you can see how they're pretty uniform. They're almost all lining up with each other. Whereas on this side, you can see these big breaks, right, between the diamonds, and they're not quite all level. I found with the 12 placer, the spacing was a bit off. I had better luck with the 8, so if you are going to multi-place rounds, that's something new I learned, is 6 or an 8 placers probably as far as I want to go if I want it to look perfectly amazing. Now, I did go through some areas with a little metal straightener to straighten it, but yeah, you can see line breaks in that. But standing back from afar and not judging it in like a post review type setting, I think it looks fine. It looks great. These are great kits for new diamond painters, or kids. Even if you want to get your kids into diamond painting with you, these kits are really nice and easy. Some of them have more confetti. For example, I also unboxed Dino, and that one had, I believe, 31 colors. This one only had 9. So there's a variety of different kind of skill levels, I would say. The Dino one had a lot more confetti in the actual animal itself, in his face and in his body, whereas Tweety was all one color of yellow and then a couple different colors for the eyes. But overall, this one I would rate very easy. If I had a child or a daughter or a niece, I would definitely get them this one to work on. It's also very good to practice multi-placing with these canvases. As you could see, I learned something new. So I finished this one. This one probably took me, and you know what? I did not grab my logbook. Ugh, it's okay. Most of these were finished in the month of January. I'll explain the exception. But this one I would have started a week before it came out. So I think like the second week of January, and I finished it within 2 weeks. I think a week, actually. I don't know. I'm just making this up at this point, but it did not take me long. The only reason it took me longer than maybe the average person is because I was doing this in a pain crisis. But sparkle is there. Now, I do have a new light that I decided to purchase to try and brighten up my videos. Let me know if that helps at all. I try to film when it's nice and sunny outside, but I live in BC, Canada, and we have a lot of rain and dark days. So I decided to get a light just to see if it would brighten up the images a little bit better, or the picture quality, I should say. So yeah, let me know if lighting is better as well. You might not notice it as much today because it actually is bright and sunny outside anyways, but the sparkle, there is lots of sparkle there. You can kind of see it when I kind of tilt it this way. Tons of sparkle on Diamond Art Club rounds. I find that their rounds tend to sparkle differently than their squares, which we will look at next, but both are very sparkly in their own rights. So this one I had lots of fun working on. This one is actually, this one's another Diamond Art Club. Let me just pull it up here. This one is, oh, and I should give a disclaimer. My husband's gone out for a run. When he comes home, there might be a little bit of noise. I always try to get some filming in when he steps out, but inevitably I go over because I talk too much. And yeah, so here is Fabiola. This is a Diamond Art Club. This is actually my first bird, which I know you bird fanatics out there are going to be gasping, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is considered one of the, I don't know if they're crazy birds. I call them crazy birds, but they're by the artist Richard Lorenz, and he's known for creating these really cute bird images with all sorts of central characters. Sometimes there are fun sayings on the picture too. I believe the original print of this did have some saying down here, but not on the actual diamond painting, because to get font to look good on a diamond painting, it has to be pretty big. So sometimes font is omitted, but I've seen some people actually enhance some of the kits and put the original writing on it in their own way, which I think is awesome. A great resource to see that kind of stuff is the Diamond Art Club VIP Facebook group. You do have to have made your first purchase from Diamond Art Club to join that group, but I always find that's a great group to see what other people do with their canvases, whether they add extra sparkle or they add in other elements. There is a small shop in the community called DP with Sparklers. They sell all sorts of different bling that you can enhance your diamond paintings, and they actually had a bling up pack for this. I wish I knew before I started the painting. I would have purchased it, but I didn't because I didn't know. So if this is in your stash and you like the thought of adding enhancements, they actually have now specific enhancement sets for sorry, words are hard, specific paintings. So this one, you can go in, find the enhancement pack, and you just add that pack to your cart, and everything you need to enhance it is there. They have instructions as well that you can print, and you just swap in whatever they tell you to swap. So if you're new to blinging up paintings and you want to try it, I do recommend testing them out. I do have some of those packs for future paintings, but again, I didn't know they had it in time. I started this one for January for the Richard Lorenz diamond painting event. It is going on till the end of February. This video will go up the second week, so it might be too late for you to join, but check it out anyways. I will link the Richard Lorenz Facebook group in the description box down below. One of our longtime community members, Cindy, is hosting it, and it's just a fun diamond paint along. She's been doing weekly prizes. I can't remember if there's a grand prize. All events are run a little bit differently, but this one ran through January and February, and you had to work on any of Richard Lorenz's bird paintings. So I thought I would join and work on this one. I started this one. It would have been January 1st because I wanted to be good and start on the day, and I finished this one probably a week ago. Actually, no, I finished the Sunday night before my procedure, so that would have been, when was my procedure? I can't remember, you guys. I finished it a week or two ago. So it took about 3 weeks, I would say. 2.5 to 3 weeks, which I was shocked at because I thought this would take me a lot longer. There's a lot of confetti in the bird and all the little elements, which I get very antsy very quickly with confetti. I like to keep things moving, so I like the color blocking. And there was lots of color blocking in the background, so I was able to work through the background relatively quickly through here and mostly through kind of this bird's face. It did take a little bit longer, but I like this image. It is loosely based, I'm assuming, on Alice in Wonderland. We have the Cheshire cat in this little bubble or balloon here. And of course, we've got the bird, we've got the mice, we've got a bumblebee, we've got the clock and the teacup. Yeah, this was a fun image. Now, I again don't judge my lines. I was doing this in a pain crisis, and I just did the best I could. I am not too fussy with diamond paintings unless I'm for sure going to be displaying them and they're probably going to stay up for a while. Then I might be a little bit more anal with the lines. But otherwise, I just do it for fun. And when you stand back, you can't really tell anyway. So for me, it's no big deal. It's always the lighter colors, though, that it comes through a little bit more. You can kind of see in here. Maybe what I'll do is try to touch up those areas. Actually, that's a good idea. Maybe I will do that and film that. What I've been wanting to do is share a technique that another community member came up with to help in mostly light colored diamond paintings to help cover up. You can kind of see some of that black grid lines from the back. It's very minor, but you can see some of them. So maybe I will try it on this painting. Stay tuned for that. I might have another video with this one. Just to clean up some of these little areas where I can see the grid in the background. Stay tuned for that. But this was a joy to work on. It was 63 colors. Charted in were 3 ABs and 2 fairy dust diamonds. And yeah, I thought it was just gorgeous. I love the colors, and it came together quite nicely. As I said, I think it took me maybe 3 weeks to do. Now, this one is a very special one. This one is actually, some people may not recognize this image. It is Diamond Art Club, but this was one of the images that was released in their Christmas 2023 mystery box. And it was exclusive to that box, meaning they aren't going to put it on their website for sale. Something about this image, I just had to have it. I know if you've been around kind of since the beginning of my channel, you know, I've talked about, you know, my past and, you know, having some dark areas of my life, some struggles that I've been through, and something about this image, it just made me think of kind of coming from the darkness into the light. with all of the dark in the background, and then she's emerging with this beautiful mask on her face, also maybe symbolizing some change with the butterfly here. Part of this butterfly is normal, and then this part I believe was made to look like it's kind of floating away. This was a round diamond painting. The sparkle again, you can really see the sparkle on this one. It's like a disco ball. It's crazy. And the mask itself, they charted so many crystals. Look at all those crystals. I should use the right word. Diamond Art Club calls them iridescent diamonds. Essentially, they are crystals, and they've charted it in the entire mask, so you can really see that beautiful charting. And then all of this element down here is 100% crystals going all the way down. And then in the butterfly as well, they charted a bunch of crystals. So I really enjoyed this diamond painting. This one took me 2 weeks to finish. And again, I worked alongside it with the other ones. As most people, I do finish rounds a little bit more quickly. I find that they move along faster than square diamond paintings. This was a 55.8 by 70.6, and the title is Masked. I have seen it in D-Stash groups. Sorry, I missed the author. The artist is Sandra Winther. Yeah, I have seen it in D-Stash groups. I did get it from a D-Stash in DAC Fans, USA. I haven't seen it in our Canadian group. Up for sale, but if you post an in search of, if this image interests you and you post an in search of in those destashing groups, you might be able to find one. But yeah, I really enjoyed this painting, and I think this is one that I'm going to keep because it does have some deeper meaning that I've attributed to it. Now, Abby may come. She's trying to navigate. I'm filming in her spot, and I have the blinds down so she can't go to the window still. She's not happy. Anyways, here is my final finish for January. Now, this is the one I started a little bit early. I started this on December 28th because I had finished. Now, what did I finish? Well, I hadn't quite finished all of my Christmas paintings, but I wanted to move on from Christmas, so I wrapped them up, put them back in storage to bring out this year, and I started on this one, and I really love Mooney Maid's quality. She is one of the top three shops that I like to buy from. I love her rendering style. It's similar to Diamond Art Club, 100% hand charted. I like working with her diamonds. For the most part, they are great. I did have some trouble with the dark colors in this painting. The diamonds that came with the kit were very inconsistent in size, not only in diameter, but also in height. So it made placing them with the multi-placer very, very difficult. However, I did reach out to Mooney Maid and she responded within a day, and then she had some replacements ready to go. She did end up sending them to me, and I did use them for probably 3/4 of the painting. At the top, I decided to just continue on because you can't really tell when you are looking at this diamond painting because the spacing on it is perfect and it covers up all of the background grid. So you can't really tell because it is in dark colors that there are inconsistent diamonds. If they were lighter colors, I would have had to wait, but you all know the drill. When you have to order replacement diamonds, we hate waiting for them. So I did work with some of those ones up here, and then she did send me a bunch to finish off with. More than enough, actually, than I needed. But yeah, this is Mooney Maid. So same high quality canvas as Diamond Art Club. I was going to say sprinkles. It's sparkly on top. I love her rendering style. She charted some ABs in this painting as well. I think they did a good job at charting the ABs. They have some green ones in the books and in the various leaves. Then we have planets. Something about this image, it just made me feel warm and cozy. So when I did see it, I knew I had to get it. Some pinkish ABs in the flower here. I was surprised there wasn't more pink because there are some more pink elements, but I didn't mess around or add any extras. I did not run out of any colors. And yeah, I had plenty to finish. There's a little, this is a puppy down here. Kind of looking at this, I don't know if in the camera it comes out. Looking at it just with my eyes, the face kind of gets lost. Or sorry, that's the cat. That's the dog. This is the cat. The face kind of gets a little bit lost, but that's just what happens when you have a lot of details and you try to keep a diamond painting a reasonable size. This one was a 60 by 75 centimeter, and it's also licensed art by Cat Fedora and Mooney Maid. It is called Nightfall. Last I checked, it was still available to purchase on the website. Now, she orders paintings in small batches, so she also ships in-house, so you don't have to wait weeks and weeks and weeks for your diamond paintings. Whatever's on the website, she will ship. within a few days, give or take life circumstances, right? But so she orders small quantities. So if something is sold out, I think you can sign up for email notifications. She also has a Facebook group where she posts updates, and any shop updates also she uploads to Twitter or X, whatever it's called now. But yeah, I really enjoyed this painting. As you can see, it came together really nicely. The sparkle on this kit is really nice too. I can't remember if these were acrylic or resin. I have a feeling these ones were acrylic, but I could be wrong. They, aside from the inconsistency in some of the dark colors, they were otherwise relatively good. A few tabs here and there, but as you can see, the tops of the diamonds, they all look really nice. They fit together really snug. No big gapping at all, even in the light areas. So I really did enjoy this. Now, for the Diamond Art Club ones, I breezed through. I did forget to say, and I often forget because Diamond Art Club is always amazing quality. I did not run out of diamonds for any of these 3 kits, and I did not have any trouble with any of them either in terms of, running out of diamonds or needing replacements or too much trash. All 4 of these diamond paintings were amazing to work on, and I definitely would do them again. Let me know, you guys. I'm still so happy that I have a month in review video. I can cross that off my bucket list because I've never been able to do it because of my disability and the pain that I'm in. It's very hard to finish diamond paintings, but I think what I'm going to do this year, I'm going to continue trying to have one probably 2 whips going, and then do a small one as well to break things up. I hope I can keep that going. For the month of February, it is chock full of medical appointments and procedures as well. So, and I'm actually feeling a lot more tired and burnt out than I was in January. So that just tends to happen. You do good for so many months and then your body crashes, at least if you have a chronic disease, you know what I'm talking about. So this month might be a little bit quieter, but fingers crossed I get through my projects and I can do another month in review video soon for you guys. I do need to film my next whip. I usually film an unboxing, and then if I'm going to do special enhancements, I film that and then film a whip and chat. But I'm probably going to do all of that in one. I've actually already started on my next whip because I was just too excited. I couldn't wait to film. So yeah, I'll be working on that video this coming week. What else do I have planned? I don't know. It's not in front of me. So, the usual suspects. I have tons of small shop packages sitting and waiting for me to get into. So, there'll definitely be more of those videos as well. I also have an unboxing from Oraloa, which I don't unbox a lot. I have a new one of theirs to unbox, and also from Enabler's Outpost, which is a new to me shop in terms of diamond paintings. I've not yet bought a diamond painting from them, but I saw this image and I thought that would be perfect and be right up my alley. So I have that stuff coming this month as well. And yeah, let me know. What did you guys finish in January? Did you finish more than one painting? Or are you a one whip only kind of person? If so, what did you finish? Let me know. Let me know what you have going on for February, if you have any special projects, or if you're participating in any special events. I know of a few events going on for February. The Crafty Diamond Debbie, she is hosting a Paint Gem event. I believe it's just the month of February. More info on that on her Facebook group. If you search the Crafty Diamond, her group should pop up. All you have to do is complete 2 mini Paint Gem canvases to qualify for that event, which is really doable, in my opinion. Kimberly over at Mr. and Miss Dubé Diamond Paint, they are doing a Love for All Seasons event. Your diamond painting can kind of depict any of the 4 different seasons in a year. And yeah, I think theirs is a 2-month event. Again, I'm really bad with details, you guys, but they do have a Facebook group, Love for All Seasons. So if you type that in, you should find it. Again, I will try to link everything if I can when I do edit this video in the description box. And then Angie, who is another fellow Canadian, is hosting her event called Crystal Hearts in her Facebook group, Sparkle Addiction. It has to be a licensed painting and just has to be something, I think, happy and no scary things, she says. And I don't know, something like love, and it has lots of reds and pinks and kind of think of Valentine's, I guess. But again, she's very open, just no horror type paintings. And there was a 4th one. What was the 4th one? There was a 4th one I think I posted about in my Facebook group, but it's escaping me right now. Maybe it was the continuation of the Richard Lorenz event? I can't remember. If you are participating in any February events, let me know. I may actually join Kim's event, Love for All Seasons, because my next whip is actually like a spring image. So I may actually go over there and join her event just for fun. Events are a great way to meet new people in the community and also diamond paint with like-minded people who work on similar artwork. Most events have the same kind of theme, so you usually find a group of people that enjoy the same kind of art, which is fun. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to come join us over on Facebook. We do have a Facebook group. It's called DAC Fans Canada. You do not need to be Canadian to join that group. The Canadian part refers to destashing. Otherwise, anyone can post and share in that group. It's quite inclusive, and it's for any licensed shop, really. But the majority of content that we share in there does tend to be Diamond Art Club, which is why that is the name. I will also have that link down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, especially for my first month in review. Hit that thumbs up button for me. It really does help. If you have any friends or family that you think would enjoy this content, feel free to share it with them too, or any newbie diamond painters that you think may enjoy it here as well. Everybody is welcome. So until the next video, happy diamond painting, everyone. It's nice to see you all and talk to you all, and hopefully I continue on getting better for the rest of the week. Take care. Bye.